All right, welcome back. We had just finished doing a review and a figure count on the infantry battalion, which this infantry battalion has all the accessories you would need to do either a grenadier battalion, a light infantry battalion, a line infantry battalion, either with a line infantry with voltigears, without voltigears. It basically has everything you need, and it has 44 figures. So with an additional 4 figures, you could make 2 24-figure units, and they could either be grenadiers or what have you. The downside is there's only one standard, one drummer. There is a bugler, so you could make a second command stand for a light unit. But now we are going to pull out the elite companies. We're going to take a look. That's what this video is all about. Let me put this off to the side. Now there's only 40 figures in the elite box, so let's see how they compare. First thing, it comes with, it comes with skirmisher stands. These are 15 millimeter. Not even, they're 20 millimeter. Okay, 20 millimeter circles for skirmishers. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at this pamphlet. It looks almost, if not exactly the same. It's the exact same pamphlet, showing all the different paint schemes, painting ideas for 1st and 2nd regiments, how to base them, and some different flags you can use. Okay, this looks familiar, so let's take a look at these bases. Okay, there is a full-size command, and there is, okay, let's take a look at these guys. Okay, this 5-figure sprue is the exact same sprue that you get in the infantry battalion. Exact same sprue. This is the exact same 4-figure skirmisher sprue. Okay. It looks like you get more of the skirmisher sprues in this one. Okay. Yeah, they do it just backwards. Okay, so these are all the skirmisher sprues, and these are the standard march attacking guys. Okay, but these figures here, there's 5 of them. They can be bearskin caps, they could be voltigears, they could be line. There's 2 bearskins, 2 voltigears, 4 line. Don't worry about any of that because you get 5 figures. That's the most important thing, because those heads are, you get, with this many sprues, you get so many different heads and arms with and without epaulets. 2 of these packs have the swords, so they could be grenadiers or voltigears. 3 of them are not. Okay, but on these sprues, every one of them has there's only 4, every one of them has a sword, and you're looking at bearskin, short voltigears, the long plume voltigears, more bearskins. So these could be, yeah, these could be more, oh wait, there's a couple more long plumes there. Okay, so there's like 12 heads that you can pick and choose from. That's pretty cool, just depending on if you want to be Grenadier, long plume Voltigeurs, like these guys. Okay, and again, okay, now this is kind of cool in that this is the standard French command sprue. It has heads galore, bear skins. There's a whole slew of bear skins, long plumes, short, stubby, like line infantry plumes. There's 2 there. More bear skins. The standard, you get 1 standard, a couple of attendants. You got the what do they call that? You got the horn, and you got the, I want to call him an engineer, but he's actually called something else. What is he called? The sapper. Yeah. More heads and plumes. Heads without hats. That's cool. Because this guy here has got a hat in his hand. But this is the exact same command sprue that you get in the battalion. These are the same figures. See now, okay. Now I'm going to give you my opinion. Okay, this is, let me tuck this up and give you, and then I'll be right back for an opinion. All right, so now I'm going to give you my opinion. Bases, I don't really care, right? If I use these bases, then this would be great. But since I don't use these bases, I use the 40mm bases or the 20mm squares. I could use these 20mm rounds, but I don't for skirmishers. I use the 20mm squares. That way, if I put 4 of them together, it'll be a 40x40 base. I don't think this is value. And the reason why. With one of these boxes, I could get 4 figures. I could get metal figures, or I could get 4 figures from another box or whatever. And I could make 2 24-figure battalions. If I was going to make 1 battalion out of this, I could make grenadiers, I could make lights, I could make a line. It gives you 8 figures for elites. So I could, and that's normally the way I make my battalions. I'll have 6 bases, and 2 of those bases, remember all bases have 4 figures. 2 of the bases, one will be Voltigeurs and one would be Grenadiers. One's a command stand, and then the other 3 are line. That's the way I normally do it. With the 8 figures that they give you in this box as your elites, those are those 2 bases that I was talking about. There's enough figures in there to do a command stand. And then the remainder of your figures you're using as your line. This is way better. If I make a 24-figure unit, I still have 20 figures left over. Those 20 figures would not necessarily be elites, but they could be, because the sprues, there's a ton of light accessories and grenadier accessories. So you could make pretty much anything you need to make with this, with just 4 and 2 battalions easy with just 4 additional figures. You could get a command pack of medals, and you can make 2 battalions with this. With this, you can't really. You can, because they're very similar figures to these, but they're almost all the light and the grenadier figures. So you would have to make like a light or grenadier battalion with this. You could still make a light or grenadier battalion with this, but this you can only make a light or grenadier battalion. So in my opinion, I would just get this box, unless the price was considerably different, where this was a considerably lower price. If not, just get the regular infantry battalion and get as many of these as you need, and just maybe get additional command stands if you want to make 24 figures. Now, I've been toying with the idea of, instead of 6 4-man figures stands, I've been thinking about making 4 6-man stands. If I do that, then this has enough command figures to fill one of those command stands. I don't know. I don't think I want to do a 6-figure base. I think the 4-figure bases work just fine, and it allows for different formations. I don't know. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming out and checking out these videos. What I plan to do now is start working on maybe making a French line battalion with this, and then maybe making a light battalion, maybe mixing them up and making a light battalion. I have a couple of these and one of these, and so I have a total of 124 figures. No, wait, I got 2 of these, right? So that's 88 plus 40, 128 figures. So I should be able to make quite a few battalions with that. Yeah, so maybe a whole brigade. We'll see. All right, guys, thanks for coming out and checking out my video, and I'll see you next time.